So I am drinking a Victory Monkey
That's a good book. That's a good
in
That's a good
in celebration of the Bengals' victory. I know the camera shot is not really too good there, but it's called Sour Monkey Sour Triple. So
The Victory Monkey is a good brewery.
yes, big fan of sours too.
Oh yeah, sours are great.
Ooh, and that is sour. I like it. 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 All right, so Thomas, let's go ahead and start off with the Bengals this week.
Okay.
So the Bengals beat the Raiders 32 to
Yep.
13,
Mhm.
and that was a road game, so I actually live streamed that game for those of you who want to go check out my YouTube channel. But man, it was interesting because like the Bengals, it was a very classic 2021 Bengals win where the first half just looked annoying and stupid. And like, I mean, the Bengals just missed opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to like really take control of that game. And then the second half hit and boom, boom, all Bengals.
Oh yeah, they exploded in the second half. They exploded. They exploded in that fourth quarter, especially.
Joe Mixon in particular exploded because like the whole first half was awful for Joe Mixon. They ran the ball with him a lot. And if you recall from our preview episode for this game, I talked a lot about how the Raiders' run defense is really bad. So what you want to do is you want to establish the run, and you want to kind of lean on that. You want to get ahead early, and you want to kind of lean on that to kind of like matriculate the game away. And I think the Bengals kind of had the same idea. So it seemed like, which turned out to be a pretty good strategy, but they were insistent on the run, and it wasn't working early, but they just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. Eventually, the Raiders wore down, and in the first half, Joe Mixon had 2.3 yards per carry, but by the end of the second half, that was up to 4.1. He finished the day with 129 rushing yards.
Wow.
Despite, I think he only got like 45 or something crazy in the first half.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
4.1 yards per rush. Very nice stats.
He went off in the second half.
Anytime you average more than 3 yards per rush, that's great. And you gotta give it to him, man. You gotta give it to him.
You know who else you gotta give it to? Joe Burrow.
Okay.
For throwing that many interceptions.
I was about to say. I was just about to say that he didn't throw any picks.
Yep, he did. He did fumble the ball in the Bengals. I think their first drive. So it kind of like we started the game kind of feeling like the same. You know that same kind of like feeling of dread. I'm sure you didn't get it, but like the what you saw from the Bengals fans around you in that stadium when Denzel Ward made that pick six. That kind of feeling of dread that Bengals fans kind of started getting. And we kind of felt that again when Joe Burrow fumbled the ball in the first drive. But defense played really well. They only allowed one touchdown in this game throughout the whole game. They only allowed one touchdown. And that was like, there was this really weird, like strange drive that happened at one point. And the Raiders drove down the field they drove down like 80 yards in 3 plays and got in the end zone because apparently Logan Wilson has no idea how to cover a backup tight end, which is nuts because Logan Wilson was supposed to be a pretty good guy in coverage. Now, Darren Waller absolutely went off in this game, right? So I think Darren Waller had he had over 100. I think it was 116 yards. And it was it was a. The Bengals have been really healthy this year, right? They've been remarkably healthy. Had a lot of not had a whole lot of major injuries, but they did have one major injury against the Browns, and that was Akeem Davis-Gaither, who is their starting weak side linebacker, and he what he contributes to the team is he's their best linebacker in coverage. He's the one who, like, if the Bengals are shutting down a tight end, it's usually because Akeem Davis Gaither's doing it. So he wasn't there, and he wasn't there to hold down Darren Waller. And Jesse Bates had a really bad game trying to hold down Darren Waller, and Darren Waller just went off. But to be fair, he was the only one. The rest of the Bengals, the rest of the Bengals defense, and in particular the coverage, had a really good game.
Okay, I just barely subbed out my kicker in time. With 4 minutes.
I was wondering if you were going to do that. I was like, Thomas, you have a chance for a massive upset here, and
I just did it.
Lose it because of the kicker.
I just did it. Freaking, I can't because like New England Patriots gave me 28 points on defense. Like I was listening to everything you were saying. I was just like, oh my god, I gotta hurry and do this. I just really did it.
I was. Oh, thank God. On Thursday, if you had lost because of the kicker, I was gonna come on here and talk so much shit.
Dude, all I want to say is thank God for Gano and Gino.
Yeah, Graham Gano. Yeah.
Whoever his name is,
the Giants kicker. He's got a big leg, so I mean, like the Giants don't have a good offense, but Graham Gano can hit him from long distance. Speaking, by the way, of guys who can hit it from long distance, do you know how many? Do you know how many? Do you know what Evan McPherson's stats were in this game, Thomas?
Wait, hold up. Okay, I won't look at it.
Okay.
Did he have 3 50-yard kicks or more?
Yeah, he had 3.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I just threw that out there. I did not. I swear I didn't look.
That is the correct number.
I swear I didn't look. I swear I didn't look.
Well,
I swear I didn't look. I pulled it out my ass. I swear. You know, look, man. Here, can I say something about the Bengals?
Go ahead.
I know you have a lot of things you want to say, but I can tell you, man. Like, you know, I'm really the Bengals are a playoff team. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a minute. I've been saying this. I haven't said it to Bengals fans in their face after we beat y'all. But I'm joking. I stopped being an asshole. But I did say that's probably why everybody in my section liked me. I was like, guys, like, chill. Y'all gonna make the playoffs. And games like this prove why I think the Bengals are gonna make the playoffs and why I think the Bengals are a playoff team. I think a lot of these AFC teams are gonna start biting at each other. They're gonna start beating each other up. And the cream is going to rise to the top. Just find ways to win these games. Joe Burrow did not have an extraordinary Joe Burrow game, but y'all have a great team. So you had a defense that picked him up. Like you said, with the first thing you said, Joe Burrow had 0 picks. That's big. That's big as a quarterback. If you're not going to lit it up, if you're not going to light it up as a passer, you're not going to light it up like 300 yards or whatever, and you're only going to have 148 yards passing. He wasn't flashy, but he did what he needed to do. He did exactly what he needed to do.
And that's the thing. I don't think anybody is criticizing Joe Burrow. Like, I mean, when I did my position grades, I gave him I think a B+. I'm not going to give him an A. Like a great A range unless he has like an insanely great day. But I gave him a B+ because I mean he did what we needed him to do. The Bengals relied on the running game to get stuff done, and Joe Burrow continues to have a little bit of chemistry issues with some of his wide receivers, but he did what we've been begging him to do for this whole time. And what he did was he distributed the ball to his other receivers, right? So it's like Jamar Chase got a touchdown, but Tyler Boyd got his hands on the ball. T. Higgins got his hands on the ball. C.J. Uzomah was out there. I can't remember. I think Drew Sample got a catch. But point being that it's just everybody ate today.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
because Evans got a catch.
LeBron James got suspended. What?
Yeah, he got in a fight with dude in Detroit, and he elbowed him and made him bleed and everything. And everybody's mad at the guy who chased after LeBron James for the guy got decked by LeBron James, and they're mad at the guy who chased after LeBron James for getting decked by LeBron James. I don't get that, but that's that's not here or there.
But right. But so I mean, you had Stanley Morgan got a catch, Drew Sample, Chris Evans, C.J. Uzomah, Mike Thomas, T. Higgins, Samaje Perine, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. the biggest issue that I saw, like, Joe Burrow could have had twice the number of yards that he had, but he was like, there was some, like, I think communication and chemistry issues with some of the wide receivers, and he was getting the ball to them, but there were a lot of weird missed throws. Like, I think that like Joe Burrow completed 20 of his 29 attempts, but those 9 ones that he missed were really bad misses. And I mean, not just bad misses by Joe Burrow, but bad misses as a whole. Like Joe Burrow probably should have thrown that ball better, and the receiver should have like been in a better position or made a better play on the ball or something like that. It was really confusing. The passing game, like, but at the end of the day, like you said, he did find Jamar Chase in the end zone at one point, so he did contribute that way. 148 yards is fine if that's all you need. Because again, I think the Bengals were focused on trying to make the running game work. He ended up with a 92.3 passer rating, so it's not like it's not like he had a bad game. It's just he didn't have a particularly like he didn't have a he wasn't the star this week, and that's weird. Because, like, the Bengals are supposed to be a team that, like, lives and dies with the star power of Joe Burrow. But, see, the nice thing is if we don't need Joe Burrow to win games, then just imagine what happens when, like, teams actually have to prepare for the entire Cincinnati Bengals team. And then, also we got superstar Joe Burrow who can kill you at any time he wants.
Like I said before, the Bengals desperately needed that bye. Desperately need that bye.
I think so.
And I can't tell you the superpower of the bye, and I think another team is going to desperately need a bye in a week. But I can't tell you the superpowers of a bye and how much different a football team could look after a bye. It's incredible. You get a whole week off, a whole week to rest and prepare. It goes wonders for your team. I just think. I agree with you. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the Bengals have a good team. And this is what I've been saying. Your defense is coming in zone. Your offense is starting to be able to work the way it looks, and Zach Taylor is starting to look like a coach that could scheme a game plan and beat anybody. And I know the Raiders are a team that's probably going to slump for the rest of the season because I think that they're overcome with anxiety. But outside of that, y'all still beat a good opponent. I think the Bengals still have at least 4 to 5 wins in them for the rest of the season to get them to the playoffs.
I definitely think so. There's 7 games left. The Bengals have 7 games left. They're 6-4. So yeah, they have 7 games left, and I think I said on my recap, just look at the Bengals schedule and look at what the Bengals are doing right now. And are you like not you, Thomas, but just a hypothetical person I'm talking to? Do you really think that the Bengals are going to lose more games than they win the rest of the season? Because I think that's a little ridiculous. And if they don't, then that means they're going to have at least 4 wins, and 4 wins gets them to what would it be?
10-7.
Yeah, 10-7. 10-7. And 10-7 should be more than enough to make the play. Maybe not more than enough, but 10-7 should get you in the playoffs.
I think it will. I think that, like I said, I'm gonna keep on saying this. I think the AFC, and it's kind of happening. I think a lot of records in the AFC. I wouldn't let the current records of the AFC scare you for what the final records are going to be, because these teams got to play each other.
Right.
Like these teams got to play each other.
And the Bengals are playing all of them too. So I mean, that's the thing. I think the Bengals punched their ticket to the playoffs this week, barring a massive collapse. If obviously a massive collapse, then they're not going to make the playoffs no matter what. But the thing is, if they do have at least even an average rest of the season, like I said, they go 4-3 the rest of the season. That's 4 wins against most likely 4 wins against teams you're competing for a playoff spot in the first place.